Okay, the Beijing 2022 workbook is here. I want to give you a glimpse inside. So we've got the table of contents showing you everything that's in there. Then a little bit of history of the ancient games and the winter games timeline, and then a pop quiz based on what they read and learn over here. You've got the Venn diagrams comparing and contrasting the ancient and modern Olympic games, and a word search and some poem practice. Okay, the rings, history of the rings, and just a sample of what's happened to the design of them over the time, and then they can draw their own or color their own or both. History of the torch, and then draw their own torch with some samples of torches down here over the past few decades. Same with the mascot, the current mascot all the way back to 1972, and they can draw their own. While they're watching the opening ceremony, these are some questions to guide them through it, and this is the elements of the opening ceremony in order, what they'll be expecting, how they can put them in order, and the answer is down here. So you can help them with that, or they can look at it. This is a great resource on the history of China, fun facts, and then the pop quiz. I love this, that the younger students can color each of the provinces or maybe draw in the Great Wall of China, and older students can name them. And here are the competing countries. What we did is we bolded the countries that we thought the older kids could identify, and the younger kids could just color by the continents, each of the continents, and name them. Some world flags to look up and color in, as well as United States map of athletes. Again, each page has ideas for advanced or younger or older students. Everything is in full color this time, you'll notice, very different from before. They can design their own medal and look at previous years. And then ordinal practice, and then kids can also practice their colors by coloring each one in, depending on the age of the student. This is two different ways of tracking the number of medals, and then the medal tally, gold, silver, and bronze for each country as the games go on. This is sports identification. Kids can name, and if they are having trouble remembering what that might be, they can use this word bank over here, which is also the same for the word search. We've got a word scramble. It can help with their spelling skills. The Olympic matching game defines each of the sports. The Mad Lib, I just think, is hilarious. I hope the kids like it too. It's specific to the Winter 2022 Olympics, and if they don't laugh, I will be surprised. Biathlon Math is for a little bit older students, although like a second grader could even do this as they're practicing multiplying. It describes what happens in biathlon in the Olympics and then shows them how they can calculate how many laps they have to do before continuing on and how many meters that would be. The mode, median, and mean scores they can use. It describes on here the different sporting events that could be used for and how they can tally it. This is also available online if they want to go download and print some more if you're buying the printed book. Olympic sports, putting it in alphabetical order. How many, and this is for the younger students, but older students might have fun too. These are some dot to dots made by my 12-year-old son that we're including in here for fun. A drawing grid that can be good for any age, and they can just make it more difficult or less difficult by looking at the boxes. And then there's 4 pages here that are Olympian Biosheets, where they can record the name of their Olympian, the home state, a favorite quote, put a picture, what sport, draw their flag, and keep track of how many medals they're winning during the games. And at the very end, we have observations of the Olympics and the closing ceremony. And if your student is in maybe 3rd to 5th, 6th grade, this is a great way for them to practice adding some of their ly adverbs and adjectives, maybe vocabulary words, to write about their games and their experience, just in a fun way. And so there you have it. The book is available on Amazon, where you can get it printed and sent to you, just like this. It'll already be bound, or you can buy it on the website as a PDF printable download and print as many copies as you want for your household at home. Enjoy!